Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Strap yourself in, because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
And hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me this evening. This is Reverend Bryan Rawls with the Magical Journey Show. It is the evening of the 23rd, and we just got through a very powerful eclipse and also a full moon and a supermoon and a blood moon. So the energies are still very high, and we are currently going through still going through that energetic shift of really becoming more aware of our bodily sensations in our body as the energies are flowing through us, and allowing for the integration of these lunar energies. So what we are going to do tonight is we are going to do the regular of doing mini readings, which basically where we will answer phone callers' questions and then also live comment questions. So I do want to make a couple of announcements, and also let some information be known about certain specials going on, as well as also certain certain energies that are getting ready to approach planet Earth, and also the upcoming energies that are actually about to begin for us from the Book of Nasira. So now, hello Jolie, hello Barbara, thank you for joining me this evening. So now, a lot of us are feeling very energetically. Well, some of us are feeling worn out. Some of us are feeling extra energetic. But it's I will tell you that all of the energies that you are feeling are from the full moon and the lunar eclipse. So this will begin to, or if it hasn't already started to integrate for you, it's very much going to probably take about 48 hours to 72 hours for everything to kind of level out. But do know it will definitely level out very soon. We are getting ready to experience an upshift in our energies changing within our DNA. So a lot of folks are probably wondering, what do you mean by that? Well, we are getting ready to go through a series of DNA upgrades. I haven't been made aware of when they will begin to happen, or specific dates just yet, but I am sure that they are getting ready to approach. And also a lot of very odd events are going to be taking place during this time when the energies approach planet Earth. So, and a lot of this is going to be due to, due to the solar activity as well as also the lunar activity. So, just to go ahead and prepare yourself. Now, one particular thing that I'm going to be offering during this time is basically a special session of DNA upgrades. Now, I normally don't do private sessions of DNA upgrades, but I'm going to be offering that. And how I'm going to be offering that is in 30 increment sessions, or 30-minute increment sessions. and only have a select number of those sessions available. And I will be making an email about those when the dates become available for me. It's either you can purchase them and do a one-on-one session with me, or you can participate in the group ceremony with me. But a lot of folks are probably going to be recommended to do the one-on-one, the group session with me. Okay, so these particular upgrades are not only for star seeds. They are for they are actually for a lot of the different hybrids that are on the planet. And what I mean by hybrids would be a specific beings that have more than one particular lineage underneath their belt. And what I mean by that is, like, some folks have an angelic presence about them. Some folks have a star seed or star person element about them, and then some folks have an elemental presence about them. So these are just a few of the particular hybridization or hybridized DNA that I'm speaking about. And a lot of this is to bring more of the codes and the awareness of this energy upon planet Earth. So do recognize that this as a whole, and what I mean by as a whole is it's going to upshift the planet, but there's going to be a select number of people, and that it really affects on a deeper level and on a deeper sense. Okay, and a lot of the folks that are a lot of the folks that is going to be affected by this is going to be the star seeds themselves. The star seeds themselves are very much an energetic presence unto themselves, and it's basically beings that have lived off, or that have experienced off-planet energies, as well as also have lived on other stars and other planets, as well as also in other galaxies, as well as also in other realms. But these particular upgrades, they're to upgrade the DNA and the way that the body responds to outside awarenesses, as well as also outside situations, as well as also our psychic abilities and the way that we hone into specific energies, the specific energies that are around us, as well as also the specific energies that are coming onto the planet. Now, and the reason why I keep on speaking about the energies that are coming onto the planet is because they're not actually here just yet. They are, well, some of us are feeling them before they actually approach, but they are coming into our atmosphere. I would say within the next 72 to 96 hours. Okay, and the reason for this is to upgrade the DNA, upgrade the chakras, upgrade the 9 energy bodies that are present within the human species, because there's 9 actual energy systems that we as humans have. And a lot of clairvoyants can see these 9 energy systems, and then a lot of these a lot of the energy healers can see these 9 energy systems, but I will go through what these 9 energy systems are. So the 9 systems are the meridians, the chakras, the aura, the basic grid, the Celtic weave, the 5 rhythms, the triple warmer, the radiant circuits, and the electrical system. Okay, so these are the 9 systems of the human body, and these are 9 energy systems. So these are energetic systems that that create or that make up what what energy healers or what healers work within. So when I'm doing like a healing, I'm working within one of these particular energy systems, or I'm working with the energies as a whole. Okay, so a lot of y'all already know what the meridians are. A lot of y'all already know what the chakras are. And then also a lot of y'all know what the aura is. But this is where we get into the basic grid, the Celtic weave, the 5 rhythms, the triple warmer, and the radiant circuits and the electrics. And obviously you're you're seeing me look away from the screen every so often. I have to use a cheat sheet just like everyone else has to have their cheat sheets available for them as well. So do know that I'm reading off my notes, and also these particular systems, a lot of famous healers call them by different names, but they're all practically talking about these particular energy systems, but maybe with different names. So the way that I see the energies of the basic grid, okay? The energies of the basic grid are like the body's foundational energy, kind of like the wheels to a car, the um, the template of our body. Okay, so it's almost like it's the sturdiness or the fundamental energies of our body. Okay, now the Celtic weave energetic system of our body is basically how our energy bodies spin, spiral, curve, twist, crisscross, whatnot, and that is where like say for instance, a lot of our energies, they'll crisscross like this, or they'll crisscross in a figure 8, or they'll spin in different series. And these are just basic weaves of how the energy looks. Okay, kind of like lattice work, and with the energies of lattice work, it's basically the energy as a whole. So then you have the 5 rhythms, and the 5 rhythms you want to look at as like the 5 elements, the 4 seasons, and or actually the 5 seasons, and the 5 movements, and these as the 5 rhythms is basically uh, how the body's um, specific rhythm that the body goes at, because each of us, we have our own rhythm. And then we also have the triple warmer, which it's basically the triple warmer is our body's fight or flight or freeze response. Okay, just like our body has a certain response mechanism to it. This is our body's fight or flight or freeze response, where we fight a virus or fight an attack, or we become flighty, or we freeze at certain energies or certain emotions or certain things that come into our energy fields. All right. Um, uh, Good night. C, how are you doing? So the radiant circuits are basically it's they redistribute energies to where they are most needed. Okay, so it's kind of like how, say for instance, you eat and you drink, and it goes into your stomach, and then your food and the water that you drink or the liquid that you drink, the stomach absorbs it, and then it redistributes everything where it needs to go. That's what that's what basically the circuits are. And then we have the electric system. So the electric system is basically a system of the energies as a whole. Okay, it allows for the energies to, or it's the whole electrical system. It's the whole grid system that the body works on. Okay, so we need to realize that these 9 energy systems are the systems of the body that we must make sure that we are keeping healthy, running properly, and encoded, and also also updated, downloaded, and shifting appropriately. Okay, so this this is the 9 energy systems of the body are something that we have to make sure that that is basically on they're basically online, and they're all communicating with one another, because if one is out of communication or out of sync, then it throws the whole body off. Okay, so we have to understand that we have to make sure that the body is up to date at all times, and that is what these DNA um, um, that's what these DNA upgrades are going to be for, is to make sure that the body is communicating and working properly, to where we as a whole, or we as body, mind, and soul, are running on the same page. Because you don't want the meridian on one chapter, the chakras on another page, and then the electrical system on at the end of the book. You basically want them all on the same page, and all in the correct order, or in unison. Okay, so now these upgrades will upgrade and keep everything shifting in that forward manner. Okay. Now, also know that our spirits that walk with us help us keep these energies running properly, and in working order. Okay, so I know everyone is anxious for me to go ahead and start taking phone callers, and as we begin to start taking phone callers, we will switch to and from. We'll switch from the phone callers to the live comments, and then we'll go back to the phone callers. So do understand that I will make sure that I get to as many people as possible, and if I do not see if I do not get to everybody in a ample amount of time, that do know that there's always next week, and I'm always available for a one-on-one session. Thank you so much, C. I appreciate that. So I will announce the telephone number that you can call in and ask a question, and I will also announce what I will need for you to ask the question. So the number that you can call in and ask your question on is 323-870-3791. 323-870-3791. And I will need your first name and your question. Okay. Now, please make sure that you understand that try to limit to only one question per person. And if the phone callers do not line up like they have been for a while, like full, then I will go back down the line and we can do the repeat callers again. Okay, but let's go to our first phone caller, and our first phone caller is area code 256. Area code 256. First name and question, please.
Kimberly, and my question is looking for avenues to make extra money.
Okay.
And with creativity. So I'm just trying to tap into what I can be creative about. What can I do in order to receive? Or what can I do to create more money with creativity, I guess?
Okay, so let's see here. All right, so now you Kimberly, you do a lot of you give a lot of good advice and good tips, and basically people skills, and also working with a creative or your creative type expression to the world. Now, what I'm seeing around tips, around communication, is it seems as if it has something to do with communicating to folks about either the way that they carry themselves, or the way that are certain situations that you do on a day-to-day basis. It seems as if there's a lot of cue to you understanding the way people work. So it doesn't necessarily have to be with guidance or with spiritual guidance. It very well could be with working with advice or customer service, because I do see you in a customer service type position, whether this be for yourself or whether it be for a company. It seems as if you will be utilizing your voice. So this very well could be similar to like a call-in center or something along the lines of that, where you be utilizing your voice and your in certain situations that you've been through. Okay, because it sounds to me like a lot of what you either a lot of what you have done before, or that you've done in the past, is something that allows you to grow upon what you what you are going to be helping other people with. So it almost feels to me like it could lead into some form of kind of like motivational speaking as well. So it seems like you need to take your past situations or your passions and bring it into a creative expression for you to monetarily or monetarily receive in that way. So what I would like for you to do is I would like for you to start working with the throat chakra either by toning or by possibly even just placing your hand on your throat chakra and then talking, feeling the vibration that runs through your fingers. Because what you must understand is that it's around direct manifestation of using your voice. And as you use your voice and speak your intentions out loud, you will automatically bring a lot of your inspiration and a lot of your manifestation energies into this current realm. So that's what I'm picking up for you right now, Kimberly. But definitely, definitely look around your creative expression. What are your passions? What do you like to do? What gives you joy? Because it's definitely a joyful activity for you. It's something that you enjoy doing and what you find easy to do and that you're natural at.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. That was wonderful information. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Kimberly, and much love to you. And do know if you would like a more in-depth session, please go to www.amagicaljourney.com, or you can also go to my blog to follow my blog and get in with the DNA upgrades. And also, you can call the office at 586-659-9620. And thank you for calling.
Thank you. I will check that out. Thank you.
All right. You have a wonderful day. Okay. So we're going to go to the comments, and then we'll go back to the phone lines. So the first comment that I received in question mode was, was Barbara. I believe so. Yeah, it was Barbara. Can you see a move in the location for me in the near future? All right, so let's see. Let's see here. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, Barbara, is there is a relocation coming up for you, but I don't see anything coming about until until right around the ending of the summer months. Okay, so it's not any time in this particular like 4 or 5 months. I would see right around maybe September, October, maybe even November. But it seems as if you are going to definitely utilize your intentions here and also your divine wisdom and a lot of around the assignment that you're getting ready to take in regards to your spirituality. So it feels to me like you may take a assignment from spirit that allows for you to begin begin to start doing your life's work and holding space, holding energy in regards to a certain grid or a certain power point in on Mother Earth. But it seems as if I'm seeing, so I'm seeing down. Okay, so they're pointing down. So I don't know if you live in Canada right now or yeah, I'm seeing in the that you're right around up north at the moment, but I'm seeing an arrow pointing down. So it looks to me like you may be going into the States if you are currently located in Canada. Are you currently located in Canada, Barbara? Okay, we'll just wait for Barbara to answer that question. But yes, Barbara, it does feel to me like you will be relocating. And just remember you, yeah, Canada. Okay, so it seems like you will be going south. Okay, and you will probably be relocating in the energies of the States. So I don't know if you have family in the States or if you know folks within the States, but they're showing me down, going down. So that would the only place down from Canada would be the States. So it seems as if Spirit will be leading you to a particular place or um, a particular ley line to start work in. So definitely take that into consideration, and um, you will be beginning to start live in purpose, even though you're already living within purpose. It very much feels to me like you are going to be living in and living more. I'm gonna put it living more and excitably. Okay. And thank you for asking that question, Barbara. And I will definitely put out some prayers for you that Spirit will go ahead and make that purpose for you, or make it more aware for you. Okay? And thank you for asking that question, Barbara. And you know that you can purchase a more in-depth session, or you can also um, contact me and actually sent. I believe you had a reading with me uh, not too long ago, and I do have where if you have had a reading with me, an intuitive reading with me, and you leave me a review or a testimonial and email me a testimonial, I will send you a coupon code for a 10% off of your next intuitive reading. So if you've had a reading with me and you would like to leave a testimonial for me, I will send you a 10% discount code, and it's only available for intuitive readings. So please know that this is for anybody that has had an intuitive reading for me, that you can email me a testimonial. I'll place it on my website, and I will email you back a coupon code that you can purchase a 10% discount on either a 30-minute reading, a 45-minute reading, or a 60-minute reading. But they're only good for intuitive readings. Okay? And thank you so much, Barbara. Yes, it is good news to know that you're going to live in more purpose. I appreciate that, Barbara. Okay, so we are going to go back to the phone lines, and we have a 917, and I think this is Ashley or Ashiel.
Yeah, Ashiel, yes.
Ashiel.
I have a quick question today.
Okay, and what's your question?
The career. Do you see any kind of changes coming up in my career?
All right, career. Let's see here. Ashiel and career. Okay, so there is a career change that is getting ready to come up within okay, so it is a closing of one chapter and an opening of your next chapter, because it feels to me like you have really exhausted your resources in this particular company or in this particular job, and it seems like you are going to be getting or going to be receiving some sort of a pay increase with the next job. Now, I will tell you, it does feel to me like you have a it does feel to me like this is going to bring in or is going to start bringing in more of a happier atmosphere for you, okay? And the reason why I say a more happier atmosphere for you is because it seems like you, received more joy from this particular career change. And I don't know exactly what this career change is going to be just yet, but I do see this happening before the ending of February. Okay, so it's the ending or getting ready to be the ending of January, but you still have a nice window of at least 3 to 4 weeks. So so I would most definitely say make sure that you make sure that you probably give your 2 weeks note, or you'll be giving your 2 weeks notice in about I would say probably in about 2, maybe 3 weeks, and you will be beginning this new job around the first week in March. Okay, and this is basically something that will progress itself, and you will experience change rather immediately. Okay, so do take it into consideration that this is something that allows for you more time to spend with your loved ones, or to spend with the people that surround you or that support you emotionally. So that is a good change for you. Or if you haven't, or if you don't have anybody that supports you emotionally right now, you will be quickly transitioning into a relationship that supports you emotionally. Okay.
All right, good. I'm saying, yeah, I don't have anybody right now, and I'm looking for someone.
Okay,
And,
well, I will tell you that this is a lady with dark hair and dark eyes.
okay.
Well, actually, I will say it's Okay, so I'm gonna say or I'm gonna speak it to you like this. All right, it's a it's a it feels to me like it is a is very well a person that has a very careful attitude towards towards a mutual respect that you have for yourself, as well as also for beings that are like you, as well as also there is a feminine energy to this person, which has a very colorful personality. Okay, and uh, I will also tell you, a very hard worker. Okay, so you need to understand that with this particular person being a very hard worker, it doesn't seem like this person is going to be one that that has to be taken care of. It feels to me like the mutual respect will be kind of hand in hand type relationship.
You know what? It's literally the same everything I've been looking for. I mean, it's just dead on, dead on. And the other thing in the career, to mention it too, I actually do something for myself online, but I definitely I wasn't happy anymore. I got to the point, it's just way to survive, and I was looking for something that's going to make me happy. You just confirm it.
Yes. Yeah, most definitely it will be something that brings you more joy, and it seems like it's not one of them pyramid type things where you it's not one of them pyramid type schemes to where you have to spend hours and hours at a time to receive certain clients with this. Okay, it feels to me like there will be a steady income coming from this particular job. Okay, so you do not have to worry about finances much after the month of February.
So the relationship coming first, or the career, the work is coming first?
The work is going to come first, and then the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, because it almost feels to me like the relationship is it almost feels to me like the relationship in some way, shape, or form possibly allows you to well, it almost feels to me like the career allows you to meet this relationship. So it's kind of like a door that swings open both ways, to where you have two advantages. It's a new atmosphere, as well as also a newness to it, to allow for you to really expect something totally different. Okay, so it really allows for a lot of potential. There's a potential for growth in this career, and it definitely has some good financial energy to it too. Okay.
Thank you so much. You're dead on. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome, Magickal, and if you would like to get a more in-depth reading with me, you can call my office at 586-659-9620, or you can go to my website at www.amagicaljourney.com.
Thanks again. I appreciate it.
Okay, so we are going to go to the next comment. But first off, I just need to make sure that this candle is okay real quick. Give me just a second. Gotta make sure that everything's safe. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Okay, so I apologize about that. I'm very cautious with my candles. So we have another question with the live comments, and okay, and all right, so we are going to go with Linnell Pasvatis. So, okay, so you're sorry you weren't able to call and check in with me, but your question is, can you check me tonight to make sure that I'm lining up correctly? It's been some great vibrations so far. All right, so let me look into your energy field now. Just take some deep breaths in. Dirisato ko orakotelo wahala ania sai ishtete piki ando orakotelo sam kutela hayatriki eat. Beloasht, dolosud, anenebikea, dowa, dowa, dowa. Estan, jepeti, rapa. Okay, so the only thing that looks to me like you could do a little bit of work with is the throat chakra. The throat chakra seems like it has some shifting going on, and you may want to do some toning or possibly doing some singing. It almost feels to me like you like someone is trying to mute you, or possibly even trying to try to almost feels to me like someone's trying to mute you, or trying to not allow you to speak your truth, or not allow you to speak your or not allow for you to express yourself in the way that you're really wanting to express yourself. Okay, so I would most definitely say make sure that you do some speech therapy, or some toning, or even you could sing, or just do a little bit of massaging of the throat, or even place your palm in near your throat and go in a circular position, because what this does is this transforms energy. And then another thing that Nasira has been telling me is that fire, well, I've known this for a while, but fire transforms a lot of energy. And what you can do is you can basically get you a candle, and obviously I'm going to use this glass encased candle, but you can get you a candle, and you can get you a piece of paper, or whatever. Write down what it is that you're trying to transmute or change in your life. Write it down. And then what you want to do, since you are trying to relieve it or make it leave you, is you want to fold the paper away from you, okay? Because you're wanting it to go away. And just like if you're trying to bring something to you when you're writing your petition out, or when you're writing your piece of parchment out, you want to bring the paper towards you. But in your case, you want to fold the paper away from you, okay? The color of the candle can be white, can be red. I like to use white because it's universal. And if I am trying to, if I'm doing a cleansing of a house, I will use a white and a black candle, because white is a mixture of all the colors, and black is a mixture of all the colors as well. So I like to use both, and plus you cannot have light without dark, and you can't have dark without light. So make sure that you understand that as well. But you want to write down your intention on a piece of paper, like so. and then you fold it away from you because you're moving the energy away from you. And then you'll fold it away from you once more. And you'll fold it away from you again. And then you'll burn it. And as you're burning it, you'll say, Creator of all that is, or Lord God of my being, or Mother, Father, God, whichever you like to say. Burn it in the white flame, burn it in the candle flame, and as soon as that candle flame hits that paper, say, Lord God of my being, I command for this intention or this this block to be removed and sent to the great central sun to be repolarized for the good of all humanity, never to return again. I bind the cause, the core, the record, the effect, and allow for it to go. And that is, Lord God of my being, I command for this block to be sent to the great central sun for the good of all humanity, never to return again. I bind the cause, the core, the record, the effect, through all timelines, dimensions, parallel realities and parallel universes, alternate realities and alternate universes, through all stars and planets. And then allow for it to flow. Okay? Very simple. Very, very simple. So, my folks, this show has went through very, very fast. And see, as everyone can see, the time is speeding up, and I know that I have been noticing it, and everyone has been noticing it. Actually, I can probably get to this one other live comment, which I know it's a very easy one because it's Jolie. So Jolie, you want to see if you are writing or publishing Kindle books or in the near future? If so, what would be the best topics? Would it be about starseeds? All right, dear. So Jolie, now I wanted to speak to you like I would be speaking to myself, okay? You limit yourself way too much, dear. Stop limiting yourself. You have so much, or you have a lot of doubt within your soul, or a lot of doubt for who you are. Hey, Mom. But yes, stop doubting. You need to realize that doubt is the number one thing that will limit everything that you do on this planet. If you want to write a book, so be it. Start writing. If you want to win $1,000, win that $1,000. Make that intention. Speak it out loud. If you want to help 1 million people, write it down. Put it on a vision board. Manifest it. You got to understand that your words, your voice, speaking it out loud, and having it in your head that is already happened or that it's already true, you know that it will come about. And you've heard the famous saying, ask and you shall receive, and be careful what you wish for. All right? Those are the two things that you really need to swallow, okay? And I'm saying swallow because you really need to understand it in a way that is okay for Jolie to understand, okay? And I'm saying this out of love for you as a friend, and love for you as mentor to student, and friend to friend, and soul brother to soul sister. And I'm not saying this out of rudeness or anything like that, but stop doubting yourself. You are going to literally make your life hell. Okay? So stop. Alright? Remember, the only person that will limit themselves is the person that is looking at you in your in the mirror. Alright? So remember that. And that goes for everyone. If you want to make something happen, or you want to make something come about, then by all means, write it down, put it on a vision board, speak it, live it, understand it to be true, okay? Because that is how you make it so. And it's just like with doing small little things in like small little manifestations of, if you want to move, write it down. I am moving. All right? Or if you want to make or win $100, I am winning $100. Or if you are meeting your twin flame, I am meeting my twin flame. It's very simple. Very, very simple. Okay? And so I would like to thank everyone for watching. We have 3 minutes left. And if anybody would like to have a more in-depth session with me, you are more, there you go, Linnell, Jazz Festival in April. If you want to have a more in-depth session with me, please go to www.amagicaljourney.com. You can also call my office at 586-659-9620, or you can go to my blog and keep an eye on all the latest news and updates about about A Magical Journey. And thank you everyone for watching. Thank you Goldylocks Productions for producing the A Magical Journey show. Thank you Tiffany White Sage Woman. I couldn't do it without you. And thank you each and every client and watcher and people that will be watching this show. You are all amazing, and much love to you. Let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be, and namaste.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.